As
Good eye. Chivalry will never die.
stabilize.
Rain cutter. Rain outline. No, my sword.
Solidify.
Go.
Stabilize.
Rain outlines your fate. Let me...
Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish!
Solidify.
Witness the power of the wild.
Go! Torn to oblivion!
Gather.
Rain outlines your fate. Rain cut. Let me read you a verse.
Inazuma shines eternal!
Add as.
Seriously? But what about my...
Well, I'm afraid you have to come up with something on your own. Take it from me.
Oh...
Hey, isn't that Xavier? So he's back in Fontaine now. Xavier!
Oh, why, if it isn't the dear Traveler and Paimon. I really didn't expect to bump into you here at this time. Well, I was doing just fine until I received some terrible news just now. The investor I was working with from...
Can't you just find it?
Unfortunate.
The Fontanelle?
Oh, is this your... The Fontanelle... the holiday is...
But what's with that weird expression on your face? It's like you're trying really hard to remember something.
Ah, I was just trying to recall the exact description from the books.
Well, either way, Paimon thinks...
Yes, those are to commemorate the Lock Nights. People will imitate them by putting on special costumes, raising golden cups, and going door to door asking for pure water. But a few years ago, the whole thing seems more akin to a carnival.
Oh, that's...
Ah, yes. The Fontanalia Film Festival is an event proposed by the Fontaine Film Association this year. Now that film during this time...
The what award?
The Farina Award. Perhaps everyone still thinks of it as a pretty appropriate name. Even though she isn't the Hydro Archon any longer, Lady Farina is still Fontaine's superstar. Anyone with eyes can see the way she shines on the stage.
Huh. Alright. Guess the name does...
Oh, but who would have guessed there'd be an issue with the funding?
Chiori? Sounds familiar. Where have we heard that name before?
Yes, that's her. I asked her to oversee the event's art direction, including the design of the actors' costumes and appearances.
Oh, Paimon remembers now! Navia said that her clothes were designed by Chiori, and Kirara's outfit too!
How to describe her? Well, she tends to be pretty direct and can be very forceful when it comes to dealing with people. The fashion world in Fontaine has dubbed her the Thundering Seamstress. Her remarkable designs have led many Fontainians to become very interested in Inazuma. Anyway, Chiori is acquainted with all the actors I've invited from Inazuma. Without her help, I don't think I would have been able to get such an international cast for the film. She really is a kind soul.
Who are the actors from Inazuma? Do we know them?
Why don't the two of you accompany me to the Aquabus station to welcome them? Judging from the time, the Aquabus should be arriving shortly. Chiori will be waiting to meet me there as well.
Every journey has its final day.
Huh? Go! Astra. Thank you for... Well, if it isn't my dear partner.
That voice! It's Navia!
I didn't expect to run into you guys here.
How about you, Navia?
We've wrapped... Stocking up on materials, confirming construction. Well, though the victims have received relief payments from the court, in my opinion, as the our financial situation right now isn't the best. So all we've been doing is signing agreements for the damages to be repaid at a later date. Though just pieces of paper now.
Whoa! Spoken...
Oh, you bet. So before I came over this time, I took a page, and then, since Maloose loved using shorthand, I decided to also follow his example, but,
That does sound...
Oh,
Let Paimon see! This looks like a... Okay, Paimon can definitely see how you might forget what each of...
I thought that is...
Well, now you know for next time.
Anyway, I should have already taken... Worst comes to worst.
Ah, so you're going to head back now?
Yep, that's the... You said you don't have any plans, right? So we can just catch a boat.
It's a bit sad.
Then let's go.
Oh!
Oh, sorry. I meant... all right, follow... The end...
So, Paimon is always...
Yeah, that's right.
If you provided the Mora to build the lines, then why isn't there even a dedicated... Spina di Rosula built all the lines, yet you still have to take a special boat just to go home?
Well, you are right that it is a bit strange, though. If you've already
Yeah, that's what Paimon's saying!
Well, it is what it is. You... But that would only be the case from what I've heard.
Huh.
Yeah.
Boss, the boat's ready. We can head out.
All right. It'll be a while before we get to Poisson.
Navia, what was your mother like as a person? Oh, Paimon's sorry. She totally forgot that you mentioned before that she passed away during childbirth, so you probably don't remember her at all.
That's all right. I've heard many stories about her from the rest of the Spina. They've always said that they were sure while my papa was stiff like a boat. My father was...
Sounds like they were not...
Yeah, but sometime Silver once said that a name is a kind of inscription, a way to etch a memory into the world. When given a name, a cold, inanimate object can gain... So, over the past few weeks, I've also begun to appreciate how water can take in and hold our most intense feelings and memories, as well as how one may reflect on their past by watching the sea. I've lost many, but the fact won't change that they existed in my life and gave me the reason always. But no matter what, we can't change the... But I tell myself that I need to keep... Besides... We've reached the shore. Let's go. I'll show you the new Poisson.
Navia, do you think she's doing all right? Okay, Paimon supposes you're right. She's really been through a lot.
Boss, you're back! Traveler and Paimon, welcome back to Poisson.
Oh, hey!
Hey, we did hand over.
Thank you for the comp. As you see, I've been working closely with the boss on rebuilding Poisson. Mr. Malus was an extremely capable and respected member of the Spina. I've got some really big shoes to fill.
All right. There's no need to be so... Were you waiting here for...
Yeah, we contacted...
You're commissioning a statue?
So, basically, we've been meaning to commission a... But since my father was known as But now that his name has been cleared, and the town...
The funds to build the statue were freely donated by the people of Poisson to show their appreciation for Miss...
Me? I'm just the newbie president that's running around and causing everyone trouble. Maybe we can have this conversation again in a few decades.
Hey, there's no need to be so humble. Didn't you just help save the entire country?
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe that Boss should have a place on the statue.
Hey, if you keep inflating my ego like this, I might just float off into the sky with my parrot. Just kidding. There's no way that I'd accept that kind of compliment at face value. At a minimum, I'd have to... Thanks for the vote of confidence. Anyway, Florent, now it's up to us to confirm the final design, right?
Mm-hmm. But we haven't had any real discussions yet on the possible designs. I feel like
Hey, you! Come over here with me. Modeling a few poses, of course. Didn't you say on... Florent?
You've got it, Boss.
Well, what do you think? Got any ideas? Well, I've actually So, I want to pick your brain for a bit.
I'm all good here, Boss. Feel free to start posing whenever.
Imposing, huh? Oh, I've got it. Let's try this.
This pose!
But if we were to stick with this pose, maybe people would wonder if she was actually the real boss behind the scenes.
Well, tabloids did indeed speculate as much back...
Oh, Paimon was...
You're right, though, that this may not accurately represent the image of her in our hearts. Let's try to come up with something else. By that, do you mean as if we were standing on a boat and looking out at the sea? Sure, let's give that a try.
Whoa, you really
Look over there, my dear Clementine. As you can see, every tree on that island...
Oh, I see what you mean. Then let's swap.
Well, Paimon is a fan.
Wait,
But then, since we're putting it in the town, the whole point of the pose would be lost.
Oh, okay. We'll try to think of something else.
a happy pose? You mean something like we were laughing together at a funny joke?
Would all that be able to come through with just a picture?
Would we even be able to tell what they are supposed to be laughing about?
Yeah, and that'd probably be a massive pain to sculpt as well.
Could one of you try striking a pose like you're talking while the other one laughs? That actually sounds pretty hard. We tried a bunch of different ideas, but none of them felt right. Paimon's all out of brain juice now, too.
Oh, don't worry. We still got a lot of reference shots out of the session, and each of them can be considered to be a souvenir in their own right. Let's just keep the ideas we tried as backups. Man, if I knew I was going to do a photo shoot with the Traveler, I would have prepared a lot of outfits and props ahead of time. Oh, outfits! Oh, that's the errand I forgot back in the city. Do either of you still remember that girl? The girl I went to see with you two. Her name is Adele.
Oh, Paimon remembers her. She was the one that we met while investigating Mr. Callus's case, right?
Yes, that's exactly who I'm talking about. So, after the case, she was finally willing to talk to me. And I said that it's fine, but I got...
Don't worry, boss. I can send some...
On the matter of this...
We could have just done that from the start. Yeah, you're right. They'll have some value as souvenirs at least.
Navia! Florent, guess who's back?
Huh? But aren't you supposed to...
Oh, well, if it isn't Coulter. Back already from the fortress...
After I got out, I immediately made a beeline back to Poisson. You wouldn't believe how...
It's good to have you back, Coulter. You look as well as ever.
And...
Ah, let me introduce you. This is Colt, but...
Wait, Mr. Marcel? What do you mean? He was involved in some sort of plot?
Have you not heard anything at all about the water from the primordial sea case?
Well, I know that Fontaine got flooded, but then the water levels miraculously receded. I thought that was all there was to it, and didn't care to ask for any more details. Do you mean Mr. Marcel was somehow involved with all that?
Oh, looks like we'll have to explain everything from the top. That case... a lot of things have happened. First things first.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Yeah, we are indeed pretty amazing. But we've been cool since before we even met her.
Humble again as always, I see. Even when I was totally sincere with my praise.
Nice. Spina di Rosula always seems to attract great people. Oh, that reminds me. Where are Malus and Silver? Aren't they always by your side?
About that.
Coulter, a lot of things...
They lost their lives, keeping me safe during the flood.
What did you say? This isn't some...
I'm sorry.
Malus.
Malus and Coulter...
I...
Miss...
Your talk with the investor Oh?
Allow me...
Pleased to meet you.
Likewise, we've heard...
Why, thank you. So tell me.
Well...
Ugh.
I know, Chiori, you don't have to say it. You did remind me that this...
Yes, there's no doubt.
But how could I...
And therein lies the problem.
Yes, but just put yourself in my shoes. After obtaining such an... The budgets that the others had proposed were nowhere near enough. It's difficult to find someone willing to front such a large amount of mora.
Don't be sad, Xavier. We might be able to help scrounge up some more to...
Oh, thank you, Paimon. That means...
We need to move on. What's happened has already happened, and there's no changing it. But now's not the time to give up.
What? You're saying that...
No, that's not what I mean. I'm simply the actors I
Really? Then where do you live?
We Malazines live in Mary's.
Oh, you must be pretty tired after work every day, right? I mean, you have to...
We are so thoughtful. But some Malazines choose to live in the court of Fontaine because it's so much more convenient.
This is our stop.
Oh, we've arrived. I also enjoy...
Thank you so much. I'm usually working here on this aqua bus, so I hope I'll have the chance to see you again. There are still many more places I'd like to introduce to you.
Welcome to the Court of Fun. I haven't realized it's been...
Thank you for extending the invitation, Mr. Xavier. I'm looking forward to a fruitful trip here in Fontaine.
It's an honor to have the head of the Kamisato clan visit us.
So they're who you met.
Oh? It's the Traveler.
Wow, what a coincidence! Ayaka and I were just talking about you.
We just ran into that.
But I'm not an actress. Sir Kamisato and Lady Ayaka are the real actors here. I'm just tagging along with Ayaka to have a good time together.
About that, so I could...
I had been thinking about a surprise
Oh, so you all know each other. Why don't we go to
Huh?
Yes, of course, of course.
Very well.
Wow, the buildings in Fontaine are so tall. Just look at how big they are.
And there's the fountain that Aval mentioned.
And look at that huge spinning... So this is what food from Fontaine is like. It sure is different from what we have in Inazuma.
Yes. Let's get... Well, I've...
Oh, it's called the...
Originally, I was planning...
Oh? What?
It has to do with the...
It said that
Well, I'm still more concerned about filming. Even if I were to take him to court...
Then...
I've considered that option too, but...
Mr. Xavier, if Ayaka and I were willing to perform for free, would that resolve...
What?
There's no need. Inazuma has only recently...
Indeed.
I understand.
Not at all. This film will serve as proof of friend... If you still don't feel comfortable with this arrangement, I would also be more than happy to be introduced to some other renowned individuals in Fontaine's literary and artistic circles.
All right. I'll do as you say. Thank you so much. I'll make sure to cobble together enough mora now, even if it means selling my house, my camera, and every single family heirloom.
Come on now, no need to go that far. I'll also help you out as a brand sponsor.
Me too.
You are too kind, all of you. I really don't...
Ew. So, instead of...
Oh, but...
All right.
I originally wanted...
Paimon knows what the director and the logistics support person...
The clapper loader is responsible...
clap...
Yes, that's right.
For sure!
All right. Then
fine by me.
Oh, she's great with...
Yes, that's also what I was thinking.
I'm sure that's due to the Traveler's...
What do you say, Traveler? Are you interested in the job? Thank you. It really means a lot to me. Come on, friend. Let me give you a big warm hug.
So, all that's left for us to find is a...
Oh, me.
All right, then all we need is a...
Oh, Farina helped out a theater troupe.
Do you...
Isn't that the name of Fontaine's Hydro Archon? My brother has already informed me about what happened.
Yep, that's her. She helped out a theater...
Well,
I saw that musical. Her performance was perfect. Don't let her form or identity intimidate you.
Fine. You're right, Chief. Then I'll have to ask the Traveler and Paimon to show me the way to Lady Farina's residence.
Do you need us to also come along?
No, there's no need to trouble. Just leave this task to me.
Very well.
I'll go with you.
And don't worry, we won't simply...
All right, then I'll start making preparations. As for the gift... I recall...
Huh?
But wouldn't...
Isn't the Fontanelli to do something?
I agree with you.
Alright then.
But will that really be enough?
You're right. We need to...
Huh? You want something even sweeter than fun?
Yes. We'll need a gift that's sweeter than any dessert in the world.
But what could that... We're here! This is...
Okay, I'll go knock on the door. Lady Farina, please allow me to introduce myself. I am...
Hello. Oh, is that the traveler in Paimon I see behind you? And who's this?
I'm Chiori.
Ah, the one from Chioria Boutique. Hello, hello. So, what are you all doing here? Do you need something?
Did you just get up, Farina? It's already past noon, you know. Huh? Oh, Paimon means the weather is so nice in the afternoon and the sun is so warm. Just like how you make us feel. Sleeping in late is a really smart idea.
No. I was just up late last night reading some novels. What does sleeping in have to do with the weather?
This is a small gift we've prepared for you, Lady Farina. We hope you like it.
No need to be so formal.
That's great! Given your renowned...
Oh, but didn't you just say that you're a director?
Yes, but for this particular project,
Are the traveler and
Yep, we sure are.
camera operator? That can be a pretty technical job. No, I'm not.
Maybe you can come up if she can satisfy...
You sure are. All right. How about this? Very good. Are you ready? I have high standards, you know. Okay, grab the camera and I'll... Let me. You put no... I mean, I guess you could be trying to...
Yeah! Just...
In fact, if others...
Hey, but didn't we Huh?
You know.
Well, I can offer you this much?
What? That's all? If Nervulat were to hear of this, he could charge you with underpaying your labor.
I'm sorry, but our crew is in a tight financial spot at the moment.
I see. Well, even though it's highly unlikely now that I'll join your...
Oh, our script is an
Huh? Wait, you mean the suspense thriller novel that was a number...
Oh, so for...
Of course I see. It all makes sense now.
Not really.
He probably just wants to. It reminds me.
So...
Well, ahem.
Oh,
Good.
absolutely, no problem. So,
Yes, I agree. I mustn't let a perfectly good story be ruined due to lack...
oh, Hydro Arc.
There's no more. There's a lot that go... And, by the way,
Yes, I've thought about.
me? Navia can also use fire...
Could we ask the special
Oh, you...
Yes, that's right.
They would be...
No need to go to all that.
Oh, you do? Wait, Chiori, how do you know?
No particular reason. In return, I've helped. It'd be best.
She sounds professional enough. She is...
But I imagine the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol must be busy with their duty.
Well, it just so happens that she's also not the kind of person that's just after Mora. As for whether she has time, I'll have to go and ask her first.
Then I'll leave that to you. Macaroni's on sale today, so I've got to go. You can just tell me how things went when we discuss tomorrow's plan later.
No problem.
Having Farina join feels like a big boost to our team.
Of course. Just wait until the day of our premiere. You'll witness the true power of my name in these lands. You'll be so glad I agreed to help. I can guarantee that even the standing tickets will be sold out. I'll be sure to ask some people I know to see if they'd be willing to act as extras.
Seems like you're finally getting more comfortable with your own reputation now.
I didn't ask for the Clapper Loader's commentary, Paimon.
Then let's get going. I happen to know where Chevreuse is today.
By the way, I'm curious. If my pay is so low, then what about our two lead actors? Didn't they travel here all the way from Inazuma?
Actually, they told us that they see the trip as part of a cultural exchange, so they didn't ask for any pay.
What? So is every person in Teyvat who doesn't want money gathered here to shoot this film? Don't tell me Chiori isn't being paid either.
I already knew Xavier from before, and he's also agreed to give my brand some good.
It seems the
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across Liura tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
Crumble!
All right. She's over there. The one with an eye patch reading in front of the newsstand.
Oh, her!
Please wait here for a moment.
Working?
Just trust me.
Oh, Shiori sure is a mysterious person.
The court of Fontaine isn't particularly even a local like
Reading on the job?
Detective novel.
One main character?
No.
I see. How's the plot coming along?
One of the main characters is about...
Any way to speed things up?
You know that doesn't depend on me. It all...
Which is exact.
All right. Halt!
Huh?
Hand over whatever you're holding.
Oh, it's just a book. I didn't buy anything else.
Then I'm sure you wouldn't mind letting me have a look.
Excuse me, officer. I don't mind you standing around here, not purchasing anything, but I'd prefer if you didn't disturb my customers. It's bad for business, you know?
Don't give me that act. You won't be able to get off so easily either. I am Chevraz, captain of Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. I will say this one last time. Hand over whatever you're holding at once. And before you do anything unwise, let me remind you that I'll have you on the ground before you can even think about making a run for it.
All right. I'll give it to you. But please let me say something first. If there's any contraband in that book, then the shopkeeper here is the one who slipped it in. I don't have anything to do with this.
Why, you trying to leave me on the hook, huh?
Save it for the interrogate. Take them away, Letelier.
What's going on here? One second you're reading a book and the next you're escorting...
And who are... maybe I can let you in. Now that Vache has been... Thanks to a tip from our reliable...
Oh, so you were pretending to read a book in order to catch the bad guys! Oh, Paimon almost forgot...
Hey, I'm Chevraz. You probably already heard me...
Yeah. Why didn't you make a move as soon as you had the chance?
No, All he had to do was come up to me and say that he didn't know where the synth had come from.
He had the whole day to turn the synth over to Shelvrus. But instead, the moment—
Yep, he made the wrong
But you knew—
Yeah, I knew. Enough about that, though. What did you want to ask?
Oh, you see,
The Two Musketeers. So what do you need?
Yes, that's right. However, I'm afraid.
No need to say any more.
Really?
Sure, it's no big deal. Besides,
Then we've got—
yes, I'll see you on...
Oh my!
Calm down, Xavier. The film is going to take more than just a day to finish. Still, I should also head back now.
Traveler, Paimon, please stay for a moment. I have something to tell you.
Then I'll take Xavier back. Poor thing. He's so excited that he can't even walk straight anymore. Yep.
so what did you want to tell us?
Have you read The Two Musketeers? The story is about a pair of children born into the household of a baron, and their struggle to survive. They were raised at the baron's estate, where their mother worked as a maid. The two were illegitimate children that the baron had with the maid. One day, upon returning home, they found their mother. However, the baron, many years later, members of the baron believed that the mother's soul, but it was actually they used all.
That's quite an exhilarating.
Yep, the baron got what he deserved.
Oh, so is that?
You could say it was.
Oh, you mean?
I've read the reports about you. Whether it was at the trial, you've shown that you've got a strong. Yes, there's been a recent.
Huh?
The Marechaussee Phantom hasn't yet released any information to the public because the investigation is currently at a standstill. The murderer is extremely cautious.
A murder involving firearms?
Impossible. However,
Huh?
I hope you all can go back and get some shut-eye. You can decide tomorrow whether or not you'd like to join the investigation with me. I'm aware this might not be the ideal time to add more to your plate, but the more capable people we have, the better the chances that justice will prevail. Carrying out I don't want people to see.
You mean they?
I suspect, just to make my. If you two have any interest in the case after we finish filming tomorrow and are willing to assist me, then I would be most grateful.
What do you think, Traveler? Yeah,
You'd better head back and get some rest. Otherwise, when the moment.
Order guide you.
Let me lead you.
Eat this!
This is order. Stabilize.
Rain cutter. Huh?
Booba, get them! You're toast!
Huh?
Time to go!
Rain outlines your fate. Witness it.
Order guide you. Solidify.
Out of the frying pan!
Let me weave you a verse.
Stabilize. I will have order.
Booba, get them! Higher, higher, here's on fire!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
You're toast!
Gather.
No, my sword.
Go!
Manthus wine tastes the same.
Huh? Huh? Phew. Huh? Huh? Phew.
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is...
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. Every journey.
All of this.
I think you and I both feel the same way.
I thought, Mr. Mark, it's unconscionable.
The good news is that the confrere...
Are you sure?
Rome who?
Florent should remember him. Romeo, but Mr. Not only with, but...
And of course, when he was...
Yeah. You...
Oh, that...
Oh, yeah. Used to be a lot, but on the map...
I think the aqua bus was just... They believed...
So, but...
Yeah, but to them, even... Of course...
So that...
From that point, perhaps they've
I've also...
I think Coulter's got a point. Both Marcel and Romeo had my father in their sights for a very... Even though Marcel's faction... With how distracted and...
Good thinking, boss.
Thank you for that, Florent. And Coulter.
Don't... I've heard...
In that case, why don't we go... Want to come with me again, you two?
Of...
Then let's go! Paimon feels like a lot... Are we not taking the boat this time?
It's nice to walk from time to time, isn't it? Think of it as something like a hiking trip. Once we're there, we can stay a few days before we return.
Sounds good. I haven't walked this road in a long time.
Well, walked far enough for now. Since we're out for
Well, Paimon thinks
Back in the day, Malus and I must have traveled this way hundreds of times. When we were tired, the Spina was still on the rise back then. Mr. Callus was generous, and everyone had... And now, in the blink of an eye... Oh, I know. I was just being a little nostalgic.
then let's...
Oh, is this a...
Yeah. Oh, wait. Let me check if I have all the ingredients. Seems like we're all out of flour and sugar. The two most important ingredients. Oh, would you?
We should contribute...
Oh, that's
Then I'll go look for some...
great. Then I'll... Ah, how did it... You've all done your part.
Whoa, these macarons look...
Boss is baking...
Oh,
Have you two seriously never considered
adventurers never... Besides, after every...
Even if Paimon was far beyond the horizon, she'd still remember the delicious taste of...
I understand now. I will
We've got no wine.
Cheers! Hey, what are you doing?
May your travels go smoothly. May the... All set? Let's move out then. I asked some old acquaintances in town to make Adele's uniform, so we should be able to pick it up right away. Hey there, Ludovine. How's business lately?
The demo.
Nonsense.
My mistake, Are you here for the uniform?
Yep.
Navia's always like...
Hey, that's not the only reason I'm... There are few things...
Very well. Please, wait here while I retrieve...
Can someone remind Paimon again?
After we cleared her father's name, she became a lot more cheerful and outgoing. It's probably because she said she used to, but the Spina is very different. Yeah, she said that she wanted...
From the sound of it, she'll...
I think so too. But for now, let's focus on giving her a great atmosphere to grow and thrive. She can commit to us once she's older, and can really make that decision for herself.
Is something up, Traveler? Huh? Tailing? Oh, Paimon...
I'll go check it out too. Coulter, please hold on to this for me.
All right.
Paimon saw them too! They headed up!
Stop right there!
We knew you were going to be difficult!
Seems like if we want them to talk, we're gonna...
Brothers, there's no need to skulk in the dark anymore. Let's take them out!
There is no escape!
This one's got your name on it! Umbrella warfare, I guess! Now, talk.
Don't think we'll let you off easy if you keep silent.
How did it go, boss?
If you thought they stood... Anyway, Stop playing
We're looking to... We were discovered.
get revenge?
You actually know that name? But if you do, then surely you should understand why we hate you so much!
Indeed. You haven't got the faintest hope of winning right now.
We were out drinking. Too bad you guys messed up ours first. Huh? You're pretty sharp. But so what? We didn't do anything. And now it should be pretty obvious that we can't do anything to you anyway. Seeing you like that just really ticked us off. And we let the drink go to our heads.
Listen, Callus is long dead. No matter what happened in the past, I want to be able to start things anew. I am the current president of Spina di Rosula. If your boss wants to talk with me, I'd be happy to meet with him. I won't press charges for your attack. That should also help demonstrate my sincerity.
I understand.
But if you so much as think...
All right. We get...
Are you sure?
If the other side...
I support...
Yes. I still think then we could still...
Yeah, those guys...
I'd rather think...
Yep. That's how... It's getting late. I'll also ask someone to...
Do we have to stay?
We can still go...
Huh. Coming back here really does feel like, if you think about it...
Totally. Although, he was a very ambitious man.
And that's also why people...
All right. You can use the same room as last time.
Yep. Oh, Paimon's...
Hello? Are you asleep yet? Oh no, wanna go fish?
Oh, so that's the prep...
Hopefully, don't worry. You just think of it as keeping... Okay, let's go.
Fishing? But...
Well, that's one way to enjoy fishing. What do you think, Traveler? Then, let's try regular rods next time. We can have a real fishing competition.
Honestly, Paimon...
It might just be some...
That's a thing?
I'm sure you'd get even sleepier if I'd... My father always had a... My mother never had those kinds of expectations, though. I've heard all the members of this... Can't, no matter what Papa yelled...
Paimon would have never...
Yeah, when I was... But once, I learned then, because... If you do falter... Sorry. Basically, I was just saying that the nurturing and if that's the only way.
Is that why?
Hey, look! I think you've got something on the.
But why isn't the rod automatically reeling it in?
Oh, there must be something wrong with how I installed the mechanism. We can't let it get away. Come on, you two. Let's
You want Paimon to help too?
Stop wasting time! The boss ain't gonna wait all. We'll go ahead with the operation tomorrow.
Well, you're right.
Well, if we're just talking about the number of missing parts, sure. Oh, never mind. Paimon really can't.
All right. So
Paimon dreamt. See, this guy.
Anyway,
Paimon hopes she'll.
I hope so. Adele, we're back! We brought you a gift from the court, too.
Whoa, thank you.
Don't call her boss, okay, Adele?
Oh.
It's been a while.
Oh, it's you two. I've heard that you.
You're really amazing. And if Miss Navi is your friend, then she. What's in this?
Of course.
Oh,
Well, but it's so.
oh, so.
Everyone, thanks to the protection.
Oh, it's.
Boss!
Huh? Is something up, Florent?
I've got something urgent to report.
What? Explosives? What do they want?
It seems like they've been planning this for some time. We started investigating as soon as we received your letter yesterday. But Romeu and his folks must have gotten wind as well, because they abandoned their former posts before we could even check on them. We investigated their tracks and found out that they're after Poisson.
They have smartened up since we caught them red-handed at the court?
Seems like they've got no interest in sitting down and talking at all. We should have gone straight to the Maison Gardiennage.
Sorry, I underestimated the situation. Well, too late now, I suppose. Florent, where are—
On the hill to the east of Poisson, near the Clement—
They want to blow up the Clementine line?
Certainly sounds like it.
Romeu and his followers, if they manage to blow up the
Are they insane?
Yeah. If they've been— We have to issue—
Let's get everyone on—
My dear partner, can I leave the Clementine line to you? If the explosives do go off, not only— Let's stop their insanity first, then settle the score with them.
Leave it to us now.
Let's go, you two. We've got to act fast. Miss Coralie, please take Adele to the ship.
Watch out, boss! What do you think you're doing, Coulter?
Not qu- And that's because, out of the entire—
You better stick close to me.
Romeu promised me that he would leave Poisson, but it was like you were— Romeu has lost his—
Why?
Only someone— You never saw the heyday of Spina di Rosula, but I saw it all with— And it was all Clementine.
So the shock and grief—
Now you're catch. Did you know? Down there in that blast back then because of that, the years. But then he died. And it was because of you again, Navia. It's always because of you. I once
Don't listen to him!
Have you ever considered that? Have you ever considered that? Maybe...
Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences. But... is that...
Shut your mouth! I, for one, really like Miss... I don't know how to...
I'm sure, Mr. Mal, you somehow managed to...
Get out of the way!
You're gonna have... Boss, there's no...
Maybe youth, but the love that... And even now...
This one's got your name on it! Umbrella warfare, I guess! Ha! Yeah! This one's got your name on it! Feeling lucky? Ow! A proper send-off from the Spina with love. Haha! This one's got your name on it! Cha! Ha! Feeling lucky?
Laurent, I'll leave the town to you. Summon the other members and help with the evacuation of the townspeople. If you find any of Coulter's accomplices, subdue them quickly, and don't give them the chance to harm any ordinary civilians. I can't allow my partner to face the danger on the Clementine line alone.
Got it, boss. I'm on it. Are you okay, Navia?
I don't...
Let's hurry up there! We have to protect the Clement... If they're gonna blow up the waterway, they must have planted the...
Solidify!
Witness the power.
Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish!
They certainly brought a lot of muscle. They're really slowing us down. But if we're meeting resistance, we must be heading in the right direction.
Order guide you. Gather!
Shine down!
Rain outlines your...
Kitty! Phew!
Huh?
These must be the explosives, right? And this is the control mechanism. Oh, Paimon's too scared to touch any of this stuff. Huh? There's a strangely shaped hole here. Oh, that certainly sounds possible. Okay, you take this side, Paimon will take the other. Let's see what we can find. Phew! Oh, you found it! That's amazing! That should do it, right? Navi and Florent should be able to... Oh, you're right! They're gonna bury Poisson!
Great work, partner. Just leave the rest to me.
Watch out, Navia! You can't block them all!
Block? I'm doing this the Spina way.
I heard from Thierry that even there your enemy.
I have nothing. Regardless of please.
Sounds good. All right, this operation is a wrap. Take.
We won, Navia! We saved everyone!
Yeah. Luckily, we were just in time. It's probably because I expended too much elemental energy at once. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me.
But you usually glow up whenever other people compliment you. Paimon's not used to seeing you like this.
Boss, we managed to catch all the... Seems like Romeo...
Got it. That's good, at least. Coulter, I can understand how you feel. The things that we lost. I am not callous. But I will spend more so that one...
I know what you're trying to say. There are too many...
Henceforth. But once you're dead...
Thank you.
As I thought.
She is all... Thank you for protecting the Clem. I was actually... If I'd lost... A name is a way to etch a memory onto the world. Losing the line that bears her name, that I can... Seeing it still...
What happened?
Just give her some time.
Traveler, I want to ask, do you really see me as your part?
Of course.
That's good then. Hearing that, it brings me more relief than I can...
How do you feel now?
I feel quite a bit better. But I should... Sorry, partner. I used to think Coulter mentioned... Do you think... they ever regretted the choices they made? Has my existence made this world a better place?
Don't think like that, Navia. No matter what others...
Well, since it's ended up like this, I suppose it's time for me to make a confession as well. There's something...
Florent, I hope you can understand that I can't deal with any more shocking revelations right now.
Don't worry. This surprise will be a pleasant one.